You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's totally okay. So many of us, we fall into the people-pleasing trap of wanting everybody to like us. We are afraid of being disliked, and because of this reason, in particular as women, we end up doing things that are not true to our unique self. In relationship settings, maybe when we're on dates, we pretend to be someone who we are not so that the person likes us. We become agreeable and do things that our friends want to do because we want to be part of the group and we don't want to be left out. However, when we keep doing this, when we live our life just for the sake of wanting other people to like us, we are doing a disservice to ourselves. This is how we end up feeling resentful. We end up looking back and regretting the choices that we made because we know deep down those are the things that we didn't truly want to do, but we went along with it because we did not have the courage to step into our own power, to claim our truth, and to be okay not to be everyone's cup of tea, because the truth is it's impossible to get everybody to like you. And that's what I'm going to get into in today's video, how to be okay with being disliked, how to be okay with not being everyone's cup of tea, and still believe in yourself and understand that this has got nothing to do with you. So let's get straight into it. How do you accept that, you know what, not everyone is going to like you? When you go on dates, you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. You may get rejected. Some people may say they don't like your style. They may say they don't like the way you look. They may not find you attractive. Maybe in a friendship situation, you may click with some people. However, with some, you may feel some friction. How do you deal with this kind of situation? The truth is, being disliked, it's painful. And so many of us, we operate from a point where we do things so that we're being liked and accepted. This goes back to the tribe mentality, where we needed to do things to be safe, to be accepted. However, in the modern age, we don't need to use this mentality to an extent, because we're not in the same danger as we used to be. However, we still do it. There's so many of us, we go on social media, we do stupid things to get likes. I've been there. We are in friendship groups and we agree to things because we find it hard to say no. And I really believe that as women, we struggle with this more than guys. Not in all cases, but I believe as women, we've been brought up to believe that we need to please everyone out there, be a service to others, make everyone else feel good. We need to take a step back, not take the limelight, not share our views, not share our opinions, so that we are the good girls, because good girls get chosen. It's the nice girls that people like, not the ones who speak out, who share their opinions. And for this reason, so many of us, we hide. We end up people pleasing and we lose ourselves in situation. So how do you become okay? How do you get to that point where you feel okay that not everyone is going to like you? Because the reality is not everyone is going to like you. So how do you become okay with this? One concept that can help you understand and be okay to not be everyone's cup of tea is to understand, for example, when you go shopping to the high street, there's so many different types of shops. Do you think that they're all made for the same people? Absolutely not. That's why there's so many different types of brands, because they target different audience. We're all into different things. We have different tastes. What one person prefers in a beautiful outfit is going to be different to what someone else prefers. One person may be into the high-end luxury brand, posh, black. Someone else may be into their boho and color. You know, we're all different. And that's what's beautiful in a way. And just the same way, if we can understand that not everyone is going to get you, not everyone is going to vibe with you, not everyone's going to match with your energy. Some people are just not going to like you, and you're not going to click. And this applies to dating situation. When you go on dates, you know, so often we can take things personally when someone says that they don't want to continue or pursue things. We think it's a reflection of who we are. But the reality is that everyone has different tastes. This depends on their background, maybe the way they were brought up. All these factors have a part to play. It's not a reflection of who you are. It's because the fact of the matter is we're just all into different things, and what one person finds beautiful and attractive is going to be different to someone else. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. The second point, how to be okay with being disliked and understand that, you know what, it's impossible, absolutely impossible to get everybody to like you. And you don't want that anyway, because that's a lot of pressure. Number two is to understand that the fact that you're not going to be for everyone should be a relief. It should be refreshing. It's a good thing. Why? Because it means then you don't need to perform to please people. You can show your true colors. You can show who you truly are without the filters, without trying to prove to people that there's this image of you. You know, sometimes I've done this before when we go on dates and we find someone attractive and we want to see where things goes with this person. Maybe we want a relationship with this person. We start showing this person, start doing things to impress this person, and we know deep down it's not truly who we are. Maybe we dress in a specific way. You know, I know I've done that in the past. You know, all of a sudden I'm into the same type of dress sense as this person is. This is when we're not being true to ourselves. So when you allow yourself to drop the filter, to show up as your real self, this is when you get to see who is for you and the people that move away. You know, it's so powerful in a way, and it's refreshing. It means you don't have to put on an act. You don't have to be someone who you are not just to impress people, because that's freaking exhausting. It's not sustaining. It means if you want to be your funny, quirky self, and if some people don't like that, they can go. Friends, whoever they may be, they don't need to hang out with you. But the people that are going to gravitate towards you are going to be your people. This is how we figure out our true friends. This is how we figure out if someone is right for us in a potential romantic partner. And this is the mistake that we make when we show up in the world acting in a way, putting on a performance to people please. When we try to please everyone, we please no one. When you are being you, it means you are going to find people who are going to drop off. And that's a good thing, because you don't want fake people around you. We want real people that we can connect with, build meaningful relationship with. And the way we do that is by being real ourselves. The next point number 3, how to be okay with being disliked, is to understand, weirdly enough, the more real you are, the the more true to yourself you are, the more attractive you become. Think about it. Some of the people that you may find attractive are those people who can show up as themselves, who say the things that are on their mind, that are not just doing things to impress people. Those are the people that we are drawn to, that actually we find attractive because they have the courage. They have the courage to share their opinion, even if it may be different to other people. They have the courage to say no. These are not the people who are always agreeable. They have the courage to be unique and different, even if it means this can come at a cost of being disliked. And as a result, weirdly, this is what makes this person unique and attractive. So when you allow yourself to be different, to share your opinion, to not always feel the need that you have to people please for people to like you, this is what makes you stand out. This is what makes you unique and different and memorable. The reason why this makes a person more attractive is because it comes down to having that courage and taking that risk, that just because they're not following and doing what everyone else is doing can come at a cost of being disliked, but at least they're being true to themselves. And that's what's most important. I think when we look back in the way we spent our times and the choices that we've made, something that we will look back at, we're not going to think, oh, I'm so glad I went along with what everyone else told me to do. I think we'll look back and regret not being true to ourselves. And that's what's so important, that sometimes the things that you want to do, the person who you want to be, it may not be everyone's cup of tea. And that's okay, because the people who love you, who like you, will gravitate towards you for who you truly are. And that's a really beautiful thing. And to actually understand, what, in this world, it's impossible to get everyone to like you. As much as we want people to like us and accept us and feel that validation, that feels great. But when you have the courage to be yourself, naturally you will get people who support you, who love you for who you truly are. You will be able to create a community around you that allows you to flourish and excel. On the other hand, if you go down that route of people pleasing and just doing things for the sake of being accepted, then you may end up feeling resentful. You may not truly get to discover your true self, and you're trapped in this box of always trying to please everyone around you. We're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's totally okay. And to be fine with that is a truly beautiful thing. It's something that can change the way we look at things when we go out there into the world of dating and relationships or in friendship situations. Being okay with not being liked by everyone is something that can change our life, the way we think about things. How does it affect you not being liked by everyone? Have you been in situations where you felt that you connect with some people and you don't connect with certain people? How has that made you feel? I would love to hear from you. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm sending you my love, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.